Good people. welcome back to episode 3 of BackTable Talk. All right, it's your host, Kyndell Overton, KO8. We have a special guest with you today. Dear friend, fellow avid ball knower, Jordan Ehart.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, bro. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Let's get at it.
We're very happy to have you on the pod. Our normal co-host, Alex Shields, could not make it on the pod today. Shout out to you, Shields, though.
Yes, sir. Shout out
You're
Shields.
here in spirit, man. You're here in spirit.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got a lot of topics to hop into. Let's go ahead and roll into it, all right? Ravens review. Good old Ravens. You see them behind us. The Ravens are back in the win column. All right, 24-0 shutout win against the Bengals.
Yep.
How do you feel about that?
It was a good win. Good classic Ravens win. Good defense. Ran the ball well. We were efficient, so
Yeah.
it was good to get back in the win column for sure.
I agree. I think that was a statement game. I think there's been a lot of chatter about the Ravens in the fan base, outside the fan base, about what we are. And I think we showed when we're firing on all cylinders, we're a dominant team. I think I recall Joe Burrow trying to come back from an injury fast to really get into the playoffs. And I think on Thanksgiving, okay, 5 turnovers, it happens. But what we did to him on Sunday, that's the Ravens, man. That pick from Van Noy, giving it to Gilman, that was throwback Ravens there.
Felt like Ed Reed was back out
right?
there.
Yeah, getting our. I mean, to be honest, I feel like we're getting our swag back at the perfect time.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely think so.
And also to hold Joe Burrow to 0 points. That's impressive.
Jamar Chase.
And honestly, they didn't look like they had any fight towards the end of the game. It was kind of just like
it looked sick.
Yeah.
They wasn't it just wasn't nice.
Yeah,
I'll say that. The big question though, everybody's been talking about: can the Ravens go 3-0, make the playoffs?
I mean, I think that they can if they play their best, but we've seen a lot of inconsistencies from them this year, so I want to trust them for sure. I think that they can, absolutely, and I think this game's going to be a big game here against the Patriots coming up. If we can win that, I think we put ourselves in a really good position because then we just got to win 2 more games and we can control our destiny.
Yeah, I agree with you. Win out. I think no one is oblivious to the fact that we're in a position that we don't want to be in.
Yeah.
But we're here.
We're in position to still accomplish what they want. So
exactly.
The fact that we've played this poorly, I would say,
and we're still here. We're still here.
Yeah.
We're still here. We're still here. And I think if you look back as to why we're in this position, a lot of different reasons. But number one, I mean, your QB that you lean on a lot, not being 100%.
Plays a part for sure.
It plays a part.
Yeah.
It plays a part.
He's I know that we all know he's banged up in different ways and stuff, but him having to miss a practice every week, which I understand because I get that he's banged up and I think the rest is definitely important. So nothing against him for taking that, but when you miss a bunch of weeks throughout the season and then also you're missing practices consistently, it definitely takes it's hard to get rhythm and stuff, which I think, for example, we saw last week, it looked a little bit better. So now you can kind of see those things coming together, which is good to see.
Most definitely. And thank you for saying that because I think that's context. There are a lot of things that were working against us and Lamar that it just kind of happened, and it's football. And I think still him being on the field and getting us those 6 wins, we needed those.
Yeah.
Were they against bad teams? Yes. But we needed those 6 wins, okay? We needed those 6 wins.
Absolutely.
I want to touch on the defense. Defensively, this was a classic Ravens performance. This is what we do. In Baltimore, we play defense. We get after the quarterback. We bring pressure. We hit hard,
Yeah. That was I feel like that was the most fight I've seen them have all year in terms of just everyone's on the same page. They seem focused, aggressive. So that was good to see for sure.
Definitely.
Like I said earlier, to hold Joe Burrow regardless of the situation stuff to 0 points, that's not something that's easy to do whatsoever. I think I saw a stat actually on the game that said it hasn't. I can't remember. I think it was his rookie year was the last time he put up 0 points. I might not be right on that, but it's been a long time. I remember from exactly what it says. So
it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Look, he got sacked 4 times.
Yeah,
that's winning football. If we're getting to the QB 4 times a game.
Lots of pressure in general too.
Yeah.
So it looked good.
2 picks. 2 picks as well. 2 picks as well.
Yep. Need turnovers. That's been a problem for us. I would say the past couple of years at times has been, especially in the playoffs, has been getting turnovers, giving Lamar the ball, extra opportunities. So
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. That's something that we don't do well in the playoffs. It's great turnovers, and I felt like giving your quarterback help in the playoffs is great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Oh, okay. So Joe Burrow was also held scoreless on December 14th.
No.
Oh no.
This was the
What is this?
Okay, so that since LSU.
Wow. So it's been a minute. You're
so
correct.
he hasn't put up 0 points since 2018 college football with LSU. So.
Wow. So. Jeez,
man.
So
that's impressive for sure.
That's very impressive.
Yeah. So.
But see, that's the thing with the Ravens is this is what we are capable of, but we don't show this every game, and I don't understand it.
I agree, and also I think going into this final stretch, I've been saying this all year. The AFC, our conference is so open this year. I feel like whatever team though can get hot towards in this final stretch here, whoever can get hot, they have a good chance. There's no team this year that I would say is I absolutely fear in the AFC. So if we could put things together, it's it's wide open,
I definitely agree.
And I feel like whoever gets hot too during the playoffs. This was in 2012. I remember at this time of the season, everyone was kind of questioning us, and we won the Super Bowl. So
yeah, I think
anything's possible.
I agree.
I do think we need to play better too, but I think we can. For sure.
I agree. No, for sure. Yeah. Let's go ahead and hop into the offense.
Yes,
Offensively, we lean to our identity. The Ravens rushed for 189 yards, passed for 128 yards, and were able to throw 2 touchdowns. It was definitely a throwback Ravens-style win. Dominant on defense, and the run game was clicking on all cylinders, all right?
Yeah.
Now I want to roll into our next segment. This kind of, I guess, encompasses the offense as well.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about Lamar Jackson's improvement. I think Lamar took a step forward just in his overall play in these last couple of games. I saw a lot of rhetoric around Lamar. It was kind of wild. People were speaking as if he wasn't a 2-time MVP, all-pro quarterback, and that you're not allowed to have bad games when you're injured. And on the opposite side of that is there was a lot of talk about Lamar Jackson not ever trying to play through injuries. And I thought that was kind of stupid, but I was able to hear it. And I think this year a lot of fans got their wish. Lamar Jackson playing through injuries. Now was it his best ball? Absolutely not. But he did it, and he kind of had to do it for us to get wins under our belt because we were struggling. We were struggling. Right. And I think we saw last Sunday Lamar getting back to being Lamar.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking comfortable in the pocket. That dot to Zay is who Lamar Jackson is. That's why he makes as much money as he makes.
For sure.
Yep.
And I think going off that, he was able to he used his legs a couple times and he looked good, which I think he doesn't. When he's feeling the way that he is, I don't need him to do that a million times a game. But to pose that threat and show he can, that changes everything for our offense. That opens it up in so many ways. So that's big to see from him for sure.
Oh, definitely. Lamar finished 8 for 12 for 150 yards. He averaged 12.5 passing yards per attempt. That's all we really need from Lamar right there. I don't need you to be Superman, Lamar. Just be you. Be you.
I don't think we had any turnovers either, did we?
We had that. Yeah. We had the one turnover. Lamar threw that ball in the end zone to Zay, and he dropped it into the defenders.
Okay, but that's not on Lamar. Zay dropped that right into his hands. But
yeah, I mean Zay, you gotta just kind of. Yeah. We won't get into that. It happens.
He's had. Yeah.
And also, I would say this: Lamar has full trust in all his guys, so he's not going to stop going to his guys.
And Zay's a beast, so I'm not saying that in any type of...
Yeah, we're not going to hate on Zay. It happens. Zay right now is top 10 receiver in the NFL.
All I was saying is that Lamar played turnover-free, which is big. That's what we need to see. If he plays well and it's turnover-free, it's going to be hard to beat us.
Yeah, Lamar, if you can hear this ever, no Looney Tunes turnovers.
Yeah.
All right? He has the most, most of the turnovers are either a drop into a pick or a Lamar just slipped, the ball slipped out of his hand or something wild. But like you said, mistake-free football is the key to us getting in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Simple.
For sure.
Simple. Tomorrow, mistake-free football.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that ball to Zay was a very strong sign for the offense. we're looking like we're getting a bit more like just rhythm.
Yeah,
I think, and that's key because we've been out of rhythm for like 2 months.
For sure. And there's some opportunities where guys were open in some space, which is good to see too. Just like schematically that we're working people open.
Yeah, no,
because
I
like
agree.
you said, it's been hard to find consistency with that lately. I'd say.
I agree. And like you alluded to earlier, Lamar is using his legs again. Watch out. Lamar's using his legs again. Watch out, man. He had 2 key scrambles. He had a big third down run. On that third down run, he hit his second fastest miles per hour this year, 19.23. He rushed for 26 yards this game, averaging 13 yards a carry. That's great. Like that's all we need is enough to just keep him honest.
Absolutely.
Keep him honest.
Yep. Like you said earlier, if you pose that threat, it changes everything.
Let's touch on this real quick. It's been kind of tough seeing some of our fan base kind of turn on Lamar after a tough stretch. I even saw people say that he regressed. Is this criticism fair, unfair? What do you think?
I mean, I get the criticism in terms of him not playing his best, but also he was injured. Obviously, like we were talking about earlier, he's had a lot of people say stuff like that. He won't play through injury and stuff. So to see him do that and get us some wins is definitely encouraging. Like that shows from his mindset that he's really all in to get the wins and to be out there, which is good to see. I mean, yeah, obviously he wasn't playing his best, but I just want to see him keep improving, do better every week. We've never really seen anytime Lamar's like had a bad stretch in his career, a couple of bad games, he's always can't come back, right?
Yeah.
And just knowing that he's injured, I think, like I said, I just want to see him get back to him with how he plays, and we saw that last week, which was big for sure.
Yeah, great take. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I think he had a tough couple games, uncharacteristic games, but I think Lamar, more than anybody, knows that like he's better than that, and he showed us.
Yeah,
he showed us.
Absolutely. Also, Lamar, ever since he's gotten here, has basically at times, I would say, like when we've had problems with, for example, this year offensive line, or we didn't have weapons in the past, whatever it was, Lamar has always found ways to make up for some of the things that we were struggling at in. And I don't know, I would say the way he was injured, or because he was like coming back working through an injury, he wasn't able to he was still playing fine, but wasn't maybe able to make up for some of that stuff, and we saw some problems. But yeah, last week he looked good, and like we said, I think you just want to keep seeing him improve every week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lamar is the ultimate eraser.
Yeah.
Like Lamar erases so many mistakes that and if you don't watch tape, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Lamar makes the game just way easier for all of his teammates. So I think when he's not 100, he can't do that.
Yeah.
And we struggle, and we saw that.
Yeah.
And I think last week we saw Lamar looking like the guy that can elevate his team again. And I think he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we got a big game tomorrow.
Yes,
we got a real big game tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
Ravens Patriots. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and look ahead. New England ranks 6th in NFL in passing yards. All right. Drake May loves to throw the ball. He loves to throw the ball. He loves it. He can extend plays outside the pocket. He can create outside the pocket. Stephon Diggs is having a resurgence in his career. He's looking great. Yeah. They're a good team. They're a dangerous team. I'm not going to sit here and lie. They are a very dangerous team.
Sure.
I think Drake May has a little bit of Josh Allen to his game. Definitely. So that's something we would definitely keep an eye on about his just kind of off-script nature. Drake May's the MVP convos.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is a real step, a real challenge that we got to make sure we come ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think on their offense too, they're very like, yeah, you mentioned Diggs, but they really spread the ball around, and like they just are a good team all around. Yeah, so
I agree.
It'll be tough for sure.
To your point, their rush game's great. Rookie Travion Henderson.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Out of Ohio State, he's averaging 52. He's averaging 55.2 rush yards per game, with a total this season 773, 7 tuds, and also he's an option out of the backfield catching the ball. So
yeah, he's looked good this year for sure. I like him.
Also, very important stat: New England's a perfect 6-0 on the road.
And we're 3-5 at home.
So we gotta like we can't let them come in our trap and take over our trap, man. We cannot let that happen. No more. That's happened too much this year, Baltimore. No more of that, man.
Last home game of the year, I want to see us end that off on a really strong performance at home, get a big home win. We haven't really had any this year, I'd say, at home besides the Bears was
Jets,
a big one.
Boring wins.
Yeah, so
We want to see Lamar on prime time. This game got flexed, okay?
Yeah.
Lamar on prime time. He's looking healthy.
yeah.
We know how big this game is. I'm taking Ravens all day, every day, man.
Yeah,
Let's
for
go,
sure.
Baltimore.
For sure. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Here we go, man. This is the topic I think everybody wants to hear about. John Harbaugh, his job security. Mr. Harbaugh, Mr. Harbaugh, all right?
Talk about this all day.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, all right? If the Ravens make the playoffs, should John Harbaugh keep his job? Let me hear your thoughts,
in
Mr.
my
Ehart.
opinion.
And be honest and real. We keep it real on the pod.
Absolutely not. I don't think so.
Okay.
We would have to win the Super Bowl, to be honest, for me to want to keep going forward with him. And honestly, yeah, I think that's it for me, because just how it's gone the last couple of years since Lamar's been here. We've reached some really high peaks, but we've had great teams. We've been the 1 seed 2 times, and I feel like we always are falling short, whether it's to execution or coaching or or players just not performing their best. But I feel like there's something there that we're lacking a little bit.
Lacking, right.
No. To really get to that level that we should be on with the talent we have arguably the best QB in the game.
I agree, boss. No, I agree, man. I think to answer the first question, he should not keep his job under any circumstance unless we win a Super Bowl. That'd be the only reason that he would be able to stay.
Yeah.
And this isn't even a hate or an indictment, if you will, on him. It's more of just like it's just like a real. It's just business. Like we have a talent in Lamar Jackson who has a window. Okay.
Yeah.
Windows closed, whether you want to admit it or not. Windows closed. All right. We've had a long window with Lamar. Okay. He's about to sign probably his last contract as a Raven. Okay. He's probably going to retire on this deal he's going to sign. So we have to make the most of it. He's 28. We've got 5 more years of him praying. Prayerfully, okay? Prayerfully. We got 5 more years with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
We must win a ring on this deal.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Harbaugh's the guy to take us there.
I agree.
I don't.
I just think that it's time. If you watch the games and you follow the Ravens, I don't see how you cannot just see it. If you watch every game and you follow us, then I think we all just know it's time to move on and just try something new. I mean, like I said, we've been the best team in the league 2 times in the regular seasons. We've had great teams 2 years ago when we were in that AFC Championship game against the Chiefs. I think we know if we had played better that we should have won that game. But just for example, in that game where we ran the ball 8 or 9 times with our running backs, that just doesn't make sense. And it's always something that happens in the playoffs, and it's I don't know,
and even I have on here has he underperformed with his roster? Absolutely, but I don't even want to get to that first.
Yeah.
You're making great points about what he hasn't done. I think also one of his downfalls is game management.
Yeah, for sure.
I think as a NFL head coach, you're playing chess. Okay, you cannot get outdueled. And I think that happens a lot to John Harbaugh, and I think that's just a tough thing that he's never been a football savant. Okay, he's never been a football savant. He's a great players coach.
Yeah, leader of
guys
men.
love to play for him. You know, he's a great leader of men. He's a man of Christ. You know, guys love to play for those kind of gentlemen. All right,
for sure.
And this is no hate on him. It's just we need someone that knows the game in and out.
Yeah.
Can make adjustments quickly.
Absolutely.
What happened in Buffalo week 1? That does not happen.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you if someone else is at the helm.
Yeah, no. And that's just, it's not like that game happened and that's the only game that's happening. We've experienced this so many times. And I can't even remember, I know there was a stat earlier after that game that came out about how much we lose, Harbaugh's record in terms of when we're up by a certain amount and stuff. And that just doesn't make sense because that doesn't happen to other teams besides us.
It shouldn't,
And
right?
I agree also that, Harbaugh, when I look back on him, I'll look back on him in a good light. I think that he would get hired right away somewhere else.
Absolutely.
He's a like you said, he's a good leader of men, coach. But I think it's just here the times up. I feel like Steelers fans are and Mike Tomlin, they kind of have the same type of thing where we just can't get over the hump, you know?
Yeah, and it comes. Oh man, it just kind of gets to a point where it's like it just can't keep happening.
Yeah.
And when it continues to happen, something has to be different.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me see if I can find this stat for us, Joy. All right, here we go. So Harbaugh's had a couple. He's had a couple collapses.
I feel like it's been more than a couple.
In 2023, we had 14 leads. We blew 2 of them. Last year, we had 11 leads. We blew 1. Okay. This year, we've had 6. We've blown 1.
Okay. But compared to everyone else, how?
Wow. John Harbaugh has 17.
Okay, this is the
17.
This is the one I was thinking of.
Double-digit blown leads.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. That's absurd.
Thank you, production.
Yes, thank you, production.
17 blown leads. That is horrific. How do you still have a job?
Yeah, that makes no sense, bro. And that's just what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If that's happening consistently, something is wrong. So there's a problem we need to address.
And I think as a coach, like, a lot of the time, the play calling and the clutch is just atrocious.
Absolutely.
It's atrocious.
That's like what I said. The one that I don't think I could ever get over this. It's going to take me a long time. I'm still not over it. In the AFC Championship game, like I said, running the ball.
3 times.
Yeah.
3 times.
That's just... When we had the best rushing offense in the league that year, I believe, or at least at the very top.
I think...
That makes no sense at all.
Hot take, Jordan. I think that was the best iteration of the Ravens team we may.
Oh, absolutely.
We may
absolutely.
see.
We were flawless, and Mike McDonald had the defense just. That was the best defense we've had since like Ray Lewis days for sure.
And this leads perfectly into our next question, George. Yeah. Realistically, can John Harbaugh win us another Super Bowl?
I don't know. I mean, I want to say no, to be honest, but I obviously don't. I want to be wrong about that.
Right.
I would love to see them win the Super Bowl, obviously, but I just can't see when we've had, for example, like you said, the best, like some of the teams we've had in the past compared to this year, and we haven't been able to get over the hump. Like, it makes me question this year with how we've been, at least from what we've seen so far and how we've played this season. Like, if we couldn't get it done in the past, why would I trust that he can get us over the hump now?
No, I have the same thoughts. Like, yeah. I want to say yes, but it just hasn't been there. Yeah. It just hasn't been there.
We don't have any proof to back up the yes.
Yeah, there's no proof. Like, he has no wins to his record over the past 3 to 4 years in the postseason that are worth noting.
Yeah.
There aren't any, and it's unfortunate that like what happened in Buffalo happened because I think we could have made some noise last year.
Absolutely.
But we waited around. The Ravens play with their food a lot.
Yeah.
And I know that's one thing I hate. It's like, can we come out and play Ravens football from the start to the finish?
Yeah,
a complete game. We have a good friend who all he begs for every Sunday is 4 quarters of football, a full game. And I get it, man. I get it.
Seems like it doesn't happen often.
All right. Is Lamar Jackson happy with John Harbaugh as a leader of the Ravens, you think?
I mean, okay.
We don't know. This is all speculation. This is all speculation.
Nothing to back this up besides what I see with my eyes and what I feel. But yeah, I feel like he's definitely we've seen him frustrated more this year. Like obvious frustration, throwing helmets.
Yeah.
Just not like doesn't. In the past, Lamar always has a smile on his face. Like, this season is by far the least I've ever seen him, like, just seem like he's happy with everything. And he's a competitor, so obviously he's not going to be okay with anything but, than greatness. So, I feel like we haven't reached our goals. I feel like we've seen him frustrated a lot this year, so that tells me all I need to know. I said, that's just what I see with my eyes and what I think, but...
I agree. I don't want to think it's like, I don't want to say it's time to like sound the alarm, like, oh, Lamar hates Harbaugh.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I do think it's like the pairing just has kind of grown apart.
Yeah.
I think as a player, we both played high level college sports. Like we know, like yes, like I'm gonna go hard for my coach and play hard for my coach.
Yeah, for sure.
But
for sure.
if we're not getting the results and you're kind of having a hand in that as a player, you're gonna question like what you're doing as a coach. And
for sure.
imagine that on the NFL level.
Yeah.
Lamar's doing all these great things.
Yeah.
Lamar's carrying this team.
Absolutely.
But at times it's not Lamar losing us the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, how are you supposed to feel if you're Lamar?
Yeah.
Or even bigger, you got to worry about a GM, Eric DaCosta. Like, no hate to you either. You do great things, but this year you failed us with roster construction.
Yeah.
Our line is not as deep as it should be. We
Absolutely
don't really have.
Absolutely not.
We don't really have any kind of pass rush on the D line. Our best pass rusher is a rookie.
Yeah.
Thank God you drafted him. Good job on that one. But he's a rookie still.
Yeah.
He's still learning the game. So it's just.
For sure.
I don't think I think Lamar wants to win at all costs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think he wants everybody in the entire org to just catch up and get on that same vibe, you know?
For sure.
That's all, really.
The one thing I will say about EDC, just to defend him a little bit, which I agree with you, this past offseason, I think a lot of Ravens fans were saying, like, are we going to get some pass rush? Are we going to protect Lamar? Because there was a lot of questions going into the season on our guards. And I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we have just. While the one thing I will say about EDC though is earlier on this offseason, people were also saying we had the best roster in the NFL. But obviously I feel like for Ravens, anytime we've ever had, we've gave Lamar a good offensive line and a good defense. We've been great. Both times we got the number 1 seed, we had a great offensive line, great defense. I feel like that's kind of the key to what we've seen success from, let Lamar be himself and, you know.
Yeah, you got to put a like competent line in front of Lamar so that he can have a little trust and confidence.
For sure,
because when he has trust, Lamar just plays a little looser.
Yeah.
When he's not confident in his line, you see he's very antsy and like he's kind of prone to make stupid mistakes.
Absolutely.
And that's just like the ruinous of it.
Yeah.
That's just
for sure.
the ruinous of it, man.
Yeah.
But to kind of sum it up, I do think it's time. It's time for us to go in a different direction.
Absolutely.
I do for sure, man.
I don't see how you can argue. Just to finish off, I don't see how I don't see how you can argue that it's not time.
Definitely.
Like we said, I think Ravens fans who watch the games and follow us closely, I think it's obvious.
And this is no hate. This is not an indictment on John Harbaugh. He's done great things for his organization, but there just comes a time where we need some fresh blood in here. You know,
I respect him also for sure for always. We are never a bad team. We are always at least competitive. Yeah. So that he deserves some credit for that, but. We're not here to make the playoffs every year and lose. We want Super Bowls.
We're not playing for third place trophies, for participation trophies. We're playing for Super Bowls.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
If they were to make a change, any names stick out to you?
I don't really have any off the top of my head, to be honest.
Really, for me, I would love for them to bring in Joe Brady, the Bills OC.
Bills OC. He
coached Burrow at LSU. Quarterback guy. I think I want to see Lamar with like a QB guy. Like a guy that like just will spend time with him in the film room. Go over the nuances of quarterback. Those kind of things with him because he's so great, but it's like Lamar is still in a sense kind of raw still. As a passer, he's progressed, but he hasn't even hit that level of like Peyton Manning IQ checks and all that at the line. And that's coming.
Yeah, I agree. And I think also, just in terms of that. Like we said with Harbaugh, he's lacking that, and to give him that opportunity to be with someone who also, let's just say a mind, like obviously they're not gonna come to the Ravens, but someone like Kyle Shanahan or like Sean McVay, like someone with that type of offensive mind, I can't even imagine.
Bro, what's the guy? What is he? Jesse Minter, a guy like Jesse Minter, one of those guys, like a offensive guy that just understands the game on a new level, and also I think would keep the Ravens' core principles of football, run game, but be able to branch off of that and create an entire different dominant air game, you know? And hopefully we can keep D-Hop.
Oh, yeah.
D-Hop needs more touches.
Yes. Let me say, I know we've been saying this from the beginning of the year. D-Hop, everything, I feel like everything we throw to him, he catches. I feel like he's made so many contested catches or just like important catches. I feel like we need to trust him more in big moments. He's been there. I think he can get open and like I said, make tough catches. So I would love to see him get more targets. Like I would absolutely love that. I think he deserves it too.
D-Hop is tough, man.
Yeah.
Like I think he's a great veteran presence, and I think also he's got hands, but he doesn't get his touches like he should be.
I agree.
I'm not trying to hate on Monken, but also it's tough because if our run game gets going, he may not see more touches.
I agree with that. But just in general, I think he's obviously a vet. He's been at a time the best wide receiver in the league.
Yeah.
So I think you need to trust him, trust his experience. Like in important moments, he would be one of the first people, if I was Lamar, that I would look to that I trust is going to make a catch. So yeah, I think he needs more opportunities for sure.
I definitely agree. So behind, let's look up Zay's stats real quick.
Hopefully he's breaking 1,000
yards. All right, so
this game.
Zay's got 959 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns this year. Will Zay be the second Raven receiver ever to have back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons since Torrey Smith?
I think. Yeah, so that's.
And if he does that,
if
he does that, he can walk into Mr. DeCosta office and say, "Hey, I need $30 million a year."
Yeah.
And it's tough because it's like, if you're going off of the market, he's earned it.
Yeah.
He's earned it. He's earned it, man. He's earned it.
For sure. He has. And I think he's had a good year. I can only think of 1 or 2 games where he wasn't like he had like 1 or 2 bad games maybe, but for most of the year he's been by far our most consistent receiver. Him and Lamar obviously have good chemistry and they have a good relationship too, which obviously is important. I like Zay a lot. I'm not the one to answer the question if I'm gonna pay him $30 million, but
I'm glad.
I mean, he absolutely has the right with how he's played to walk in there and, like you said, ask for that. The stats back it up for sure.
Take that back. Not Derek Smith. Not Torrey Smith. Derek Mason. Okay. Derek Mason achieved consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. 4 times. Okay. Wow. So
2005 to 2008.
Yeah. He did it for 4 straight seasons. Whoa. Derek Mason was cooking for 4 straight years like that?
Damn. Yeah.
4 seasons of 1,000 yards?
I know. What does that say? Anquan and Hollywood each had 1.
Yeah, Hollywood had 1, but not a back-to-back one. Mark Clayton had 1. Anquan had 1. Torrey had 1, and Mark had 1, but never back-to-back.
So that's
he's about to get into special company production coming through again.
Yeah, that's big. And yeah, Zay's consistent. You can tell he's just one of those guys that you can trust that he's gonna be there. Like, yes, he's definitely made mistakes. But I think overall he shows up the most for Lamar. Like we said, he has a good chemistry with Lamar, a good relationship. So
yeah, I think Lamar's just very comfortable throwing the ball to him. I think Zay gets in those pockets whenever it's zoned. Like, I think it was a great throw Lamar made. That like drop ball.
The touchdown?
No. This is like third quarter.
Okay.
Everyone thought it was a pick. Even the commentator.
Yeah. Okay, I remember
that was a great trust play. Lamar was just like, I'm gonna put it there. Zay's gonna get it. Zay's gonna get it.
Yeah, for sure.
And also I think Zay his yards after catches is serious.
Yeah.
I heard a stat like people saying Zay doesn't have breakaway speed. I mean, I would like to see him sometimes break bigger runs after catch, but he's consistent. So I'm not gonna be fickle.
That's not. Yeah, I agree. If you catch the ball, you get yards after catch. I'm not gonna complain too much about that. I will say, I don't know. I think it's Lamar and Zay, just their relationship. And
no, I agree.
Zay's come up, and I also think he has opportunities to even for example, last game he had that drop that got intercepted. He also had a drop in the end zone, so he has opportunities. We know he can make those plays. So if he can do that even more consistently, he can still reach a whole other level. So.
No, exactly. Yeah. Zay Flowers is tough, man. I don't like to see Zay Flowers slander on Twitter. I see it too much. Yeah. I see it way too much. Now, a guy who unfortunately has put himself in a spot where he's getting a lot of slander. Never thought I would say it, but Isaiah Likely, man.
Yeah.
You've had a shocker of a year.
Yeah.
Truly, I thought we were really onto something with you, but you just have not performed to the level that you set for yourself. Not us. You set it.
Yeah.
And I think you turned down the contract in the summer. That's fine to bet on yourself, but I don't know if you can even go in there and ask for $10 million, man. Like,
Yeah.
and you're great. It's just like Thanksgiving night.
Yeah.
That can't happen.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's not all his fault. Like, he got injured to start the year.
Definitely.
And I think he just has not gotten into rhythm. But also, like, the fumbles have killed it. The fumbles have killed it, and just the extra curriculars. We won't say whatever happened against Pittsburgh happened, but just need more from you.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, yeah, I agree. It's been a lot of instances like that. The two that stand out to me are Thanksgiving and then Pittsburgh, which we can argue about that. But either way, it's just instances that big plays in the game that aren't going his way.
Shifters.
And that one, especially on Thanksgiving,
swing plays too, man. Like,
so, and I will say also, just talking about the tight ends, I mean, obviously Andrews, you know what you're getting with Andrews. And Kolar has been playing great this year, even just blocking and stuff. So
Kolar,
he's probably one of the most underrated players, I would say, on our team.
And the thing about it is, if Likely's not a Raven next year, Kolar might be the league's new favorite tight end.
Yeah.
Because he's going to get so many more reps. And what people don't know that in college at Iowa State, he was a receiving tight end. Yeah. Like, he was doing his thing. And when he came here, he had a block because we had 3 tight ends. But Likely, like, I really pray that he can put together a string of good games. Yeah. But it's been tough to watch, man.
I agree. I would love to see him, like, make a good couple games to finish this year off, because we've seen, and before this season, I know you and I were both saying this. I was saying sign Likely.
Yeah, I was like, give him his money.
After this year. Give Likely what he wants and let's go. But just this year, he just
tables have turned.
Yeah. And we've seen him make some incredibly clutch plays, great catches. He has great hands, but I guess I just want to see him finish this year off strong, and we know he can do that. So I just want to see it happen.
We want to see it. We want to see it. Like, we're never trying to tear down guys.
Yeah.
Unless you're 77. But we're not trying to tear down guys. But like, there is a level of accountability that we try to keep everybody to.
Sure.
And Likely just play better, man.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows.
He knows
it
too.
Yeah.
He knows it, man. Yeah. All right, let's hop into it. Next topic: Ravens fan base discussion. The Baltimore Ravens are probably a top 5 organization in the NFL, consistently there every year, ran the right way, never any scandals, anything like that. Like, we're a great org. And I think when you have a level of success often, over and over and over and over, there becomes a level of, like, entitlement to winning. And I think what fans have forgotten is, like, we're not entitled to winning. We're not. Go look up the road in Cleveland. Yeah. Like, that's what it could be. And I get being angry, but some of the stuff is just, like, real performative and just, like, fake. And just, like, look at me, like, I hate the Ravens. Like, and you can feel how you want to feel. I'm not trying to control fandom, but keep perspective. Keep perspective as a fan. That's all I ask. We're not having the year that we want, but we're still in a position to get to somewhere where we want. But all I keep hearing is, like, we're still a bad team. We beat all weak opponents. Like, Lamar had a great game last week. People are still saying, play better. And it's like, sometimes it's just not enough for everybody. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I understand we understand a lot of the frustrations for sure.
Definitely understand it.
But like you said, the fact, like we touched on this earlier, that this year we've played pretty bad compared to how we have the last couple of years and stuff. And the fact that we're still in position to do everything that they want to accomplish, it shows that we're always in the fight. We have a great organization, like you said. So it's great that every year we can be in this position where we're playing meaningful games at the end of the year.
Always, man.
Obviously, we haven't achieved the things that we've wanted to, but we
100%,
just gotta,
man.
Yeah, keep going. Hopefully tomorrow we start with a big win and then take that into the playoffs. So.
Exactly, man. You gotta just keep going. I think fans gotta just, like, back your team. Like, that's also something like good, bad, or indifferent. I'm gonna like the Ravens and back the Ravens. Sure, that's just what I do, man. Like, I'm seeing people talking about they're gonna bet against the Ravens and everything. And it's like, as a fan, how could you do that?
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of
what's good with you?
Yeah. I also know, I would say that a couple games ago when, like, for example, when we lost to the Bengals the first time and stuff, a lot of people was too saying we should just pack it in and
Right?
like lose out.
It's
But
wild.
with our team, we're always gonna be in the hunt. You can't. I feel like you can't really until we're out of the playoffs officially. I feel like you gotta.
We're always there.
We have Lamar Jackson. Like,
Thank you.
You've got to, like we said earlier, you've gotta use his year. You gotta make the most of every year he has with us. So
exactly,
yeah.
and like. I feel like with number 8 in the field, we're in every game.
Absolutely.
We're in every game.
Absolutely.
We're in every game.
We've seen him years ago when I wish I remembered exactly what year it was, but the year that we had so many injuries, and we were like, and then before he got injured, we were like 8-3 or 7-4, going into the, and then Lamar got hurt. But that just shows we had so many injuries. Lamar carried us.
Yeah.
We were the number 1 seed up until he got hurt that season. I want to say that was like
it was 2023.
Okay, yeah.
Because remember, he turned down the contract and bet on himself.
Yeah.
And he was actually cooking.
Yeah.
He was cooking. He was cooking.
Absolutely.
Remember, that was the game he had his hair out in New England and went off?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, L?
Absolutely.
Okay, L?
Yeah.
So.
He was carrying us to win. So we've seen him do it.
Yeah.
We know he can. So, yeah, I'm not going to. You gotta go all in every year that we have.
Yeah, you have to, man. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. Bet.
Yeah.
All right, next segment, we're gonna go ahead and hop into our top 5 QBs. Okay. If it works. All right, I'm gonna start mine. Just wanna have some stats. All right. Number 1 for me this year. It's kind of wild he got hurt, but Pat Mahomes. Beyond the stats, I think Pat Mahomes is just, again, he's like a Lamar, ultimate eraser. Can just make any play. Great arm, great accuracy, and overall great leader. Not my favorite quarterback to watch because usually he's playing us, he's beating us, unfortunately. But I respect him. Yeah. I wish him the best, and I hope he gets back healthy.
I think he will for sure.
Yeah. How do you feel about Patty?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely achieved more than any current of the top tier quarterbacks. He's always shown up in the clutch. He has a lot of moments to his career that will be remembered.
Right.
So he's won Super Bowls. So, I mean, compared to all the other quarterbacks in his tier, obviously he's achieved by far the most. So, yeah, I respect Pat Mahomes for sure. And yeah, I think he'll definitely be back from the injury, and he'll be all good for the future for sure.
Oh, I agree. So who's your number 1?
I mean, yeah, I guess I would have to say Pat. Yeah.
Pat too?
Yeah, I mean, if you want one quarterback in the NFL, Mahomes has achieved the most, so I have to go with him.
Okay. Yeah. So number 2 for me, Lamar Jackson. I had him 1 to start the year, but obviously he's been injured, so I can't. And I think he's had like a B- year. So I think he does drop down 1 spot off of that. Yeah. But I think healthy, Lamar's the best QB in the league. Yeah, no question. No question.
Yeah. Mine too is definitely Lamar also. I just think overall, and I'm not talking like just right now about the second, but if I could have any quarterback in the league, just from what we've seen Lamar do, and I trust Lamar a lot. Like I said earlier, he makes up for people who don't watch the games don't realize how much of our deficiencies over the years he's made disappear. And games he's won us. So yeah, I'm biased too. I'll be honest. I could see people arguing that he's not giving reasons for why he's not, but in my opinion, I love Lamar. So
yeah, no, I mean I'm the same way. I personally love Lamar Jackson. He's my favorite football player of all time. If there's a bias, call it what you want. But also, I think I understand greatness, and I think some people don't understand greatness. Lamar Jackson was drafted the last pick of the first round, and he wasn't supposed to be this.
Yeah, definitely.
He wasn't supposed to be this.
Definitely not.
And I think the strides he's made as a passer, you really can't even quantify it. Like, the kid came in, like, we'll say behind the 8 ball passing. Yeah. He's now a top 3 passer in the NFL. Yeah. That's kind of unheard of.
Last year, he had one of the best seasons of a quarterback ever.
41 touchdowns, 4 picks. Like, that's kind of unheard of.
And had what? Going into the last game, he had a chance to have
1,000.
The QBR record for a QB in a season.
And he ran for like what?
Yeah, over 900 yards.
Yeah, so I think no, I'm agree with you. We're going to see Lamar Jackson throw for 4,000 yards and run for 1,000 here.
Yeah,
like he's
absolutely
he's been flirting with it,
for
right?
Sure,
he's been flirting with that stat line. Yeah, so I think that's like the ultimate Lamar season right there.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's why he's 2 for both of us. Yeah. All right, 3 for me. 3 for me is tough, but I'm still gonna go Joe Burrow. I think what he does for that organization is as you guys see, like, a lot. If they lose him, they're done. Yeah. Joe Burrow is a gunslinger, man. Like, the kid can make any throw. Very accurate, plays very on time. Makes up for being slow because he has an arm and he got touch. Absolutely. Kid's tough. I do think that his injuries are going to be an issue. I think it's either he has to get out of Cincinnati or he's going to retire early. Yeah. I think those are the options right now. Yeah. And I kind of feel bad for him, but I also don't because he's in our division. Yeah. And I love to beat him up. Yeah. So that's my assessment of Burrow.
I agree. My 3 is going to be different, but I'll go in depth about how I feel about Burrow in a little bit because he'll be on here too.
Okay.
But my 3, even though I hate to say it because I talk trash with their fans on Twitter all the time, but I gotta go Josh Allen.
Okay.
I think just kind of similar to Lamar over the year. So I feel like the Bills have had, for example, right now in the past couple of years, they haven't had a true the best weapons in the league. Or I don't know. I just think over his career, he hasn't always had the best offense, the best situations. But same thing with kind of how we are with Lamar. The Bills are always in the hunt. They're always in the playoffs. They're in the AFC Championship playing the Chiefs. Like, I think he puts them in position. How we feel about Lamar, we think every year we have Lamar, we could win the Super Bowl, and they could say the same thing, honestly.
Bills,
in my opinion.
Bills fans, y'all love Josh Allen, and y'all talk crazy on Reddit and Twitter about Josh Allen compared to Lamar. Like, y'all are wild, bro.
Absolutely.
Y'all really are wild. Y'all really are wild.
Absolutely, and that's why I hate to say it, but. I respect Josh Allen. You know, he's a good player. He works hard, obviously. So
I respect Josh Allen, but I don't like his style of play.
Yeah.
I personally don't think that that style of play is sustainable. Yeah. It looks fun, it looks cool, but I don't think it's sustainable, nor is it going to win a Super Bowl ever.
Yeah.
I think you have to be able to sit in that pocket and dissect the defense a bit better than he does.
Yeah.
I think he's very quick to take off, and that's great to extend plays, but I think if he was to really work on his throwing mechanics even more than he did already and really focus on dissecting a defense, I think he'd probably be in that same I guess he's in that Lamar tier right now.
Yeah.
But he's not better. He won't ever be better than Lamar or Patty. I'll say that.
Yeah. I agree.
He'll always play third fiddle because of that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that for sure.
My 3. My third. I gotta go Jalen Hurts. I know last week I trashed Jalen Hurts on the pod for his 4 interception game he had, but unfortunately, the kid's Mr. Consistent. It's not going to ever be an insane game. He went for 300 yards, 5 toucds.
Yeah.
But he's going to probably rush for 2, throw for 1, maybe 200 yards in a win.
Yeah.
And they're going to probably go back to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's he's consistent and he wins. Now, is it exciting? Heck no.
No.
Do what I want him as my quarterback? No. But he wins games, and he wins games at such a high level you can't deny it.
Absolutely. I would say for Hurts, basically what you just said. He's a proven winner. He's not on my top 5 even, but he's a proven winner. He's won on the biggest of stages. He does what his team needs to do to win, and that's a lot of times in the playoffs. not turn the ball over like we've seen how much that can hurt. He doesn't turn the ball over. He makes enough plays to win the game and put his team in good position. So you definitely gotta respect that for sure.
Exactly, man. I think that's key. Like not turning the ball over in the playoffs.
Yeah,
it's huge. It's huge, man. It's huge.
Yeah.
The Ravens, like we've had an issue with that, and it's hurt us almost 3 years in a row.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's your 3?
Well, I had Mahomes, Lamar, Allen. So 4 would be Burrow for me.
Okay.
And I think kind of touching. I know you already you said most of it already, but in terms of Burrow, what I will say about his situation is he's definitely with the with the Bengals and stuff. I just think, like you said, it's kind of a similar thing that happened to Carson Palmer with the Bengals before, where they're not putting him in good positions, and I could see him getting tired of that for sure, especially when he sees people like Lamar, Mahomes, and Allen, and them getting into the playoffs consistently, having good players around them. So not that the Bengals don't. I mean, he did ask for Higgins and Chase to get bags, and they did. So, but yeah. But I can see his frustration for sure.
But kind of similar to us, like I wanted to touch on this, but I forgot. Like with Lamar not restructuring his deal over the summer, it put a $65 million on the cap. And that made it very tough to do anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is why, like, this summer we have to fix it because it's going to be even higher at 75 this summer, you know? And I think the Bengals have a similar situation.
Yeah.
They've got so much money tied up in 3 guys, they can't build a roster.
For sure.
And they look bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it looks bad, man. It looks bad.
And that's like we said earlier with Lamar. If he has a good O-line, good defense, you put, like, a good team around him, he'll make stuff happen. So I think the same thing. You could say the same thing for Burrow for sure.
Exactly. All right. So my final, to round out my list, something that I agree with, I gotta go Jordan Love in Green Bay. We see you in 2 weeks, 28th. I hope you're ready, but yo, he's growing on me. I was not a fan at first, but the kid's making it happen in Green Bay with no-name receivers.
Yeah, for sure.
With guys that they drafted and, like, developed.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
They've got a team over there. Like, they are playing high-level football in Green Bay.
For sure, yeah. Kind of similar. I feel similar to them about how I feel with, like, Drake May and the Patriots, that he spreads the ball around really well. Just, like, a good overall offense, you know? Yeah.
No, I agree. Who's your fifth?
To round it out, number 5, I gotta go with Matthew Stafford.
Oh, the old head.
Yeah, and the reason I'm saying this is, yes, he's looked great this year. Right now, I believe he's a favorite to win the MVP.
Yeah.
And the thing with Stafford that I always say, and why I respect him a lot, is throughout the beginning of his career when he was on the Lions, he was playing at a really high level, right? But they were just never in big games. He was probably not on national TV very much. I feel like if he would have been the way that he played and how good he was all the way from the start of his career, if he played in more meaningful games and has been to maybe won more Super Bowls or just been in the playoffs more when he was playing at a high level, I think people would respect him a lot more. I feel like the early part of his career, people don't remember him as much and how well he did play with a limited roster. I just think that kind of his situation held him back a little bit. So
I agree.
I respect him a lot. And he's looked great even this year. And I know he was dealing with injuries before in the offseason and stuff too, so I think it's just impressive what he's done.
Oh, yeah, I think Matt Stafford's been balling. You know, I think he's got Puka playing like a MVP candidate. So, like, definitely. Yeah. All right, let's hop into some pick'em. Sunday pick'em or Saturday Sunday pick'em because we got games going on today.
Yeah.
Let's hop into it. Philadelphia, Washington. Who are you taking?
I'm definitely taking Philly.
Absolutely.
Finally got back in the win column last week against the Raiders. I know the Raiders are the Raiders, but they looked good, so I know Washington's had a lot of injuries this year. Jaden McDaniels isn't playing, so
7-point favorites as well.
So Eagles. I think I gotta go with Philly there.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles. They're 7-point favorites. Jalen Hurts is gonna do what Jalen Hurts does. Saquon Barkley have a great game. I think this should be a pretty easy win for them.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
All right, at 8:20 tonight, we have a great game tonight at 8:20. Woo! Green Bay, Chicago. All right, I'm going to come out on a limb and say Chicago's going to win this game. I think Caleb Williams is going to show up on primetime and shock the world. Not shock, because I think people know that he's becoming a good quarterback. Yeah. I think Chicago, Ben Johnson has those guys playing at a high level right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think Green Bay is due for one. Yeah. And hopefully prayerfully they lose this game so they walk into, when we go to Lambeau, they're trying to get a win and we're hungry. And we're coming off a win, hopefully.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I would say, it's funny, I actually am going to go with the Bears also. I think also from what I've seen, their offensive line and the way they run the ball, they really just kind of, Ben Johnson took this over from Detroit. They really established like the line of scrimmage and just set their team up for success. And they have a lot of good players, two good running backs, DJ Moore. So they have a lot of good players, I feel like, and obviously Caleb Williams has looked a lot better this year than he looked in his rookie season. So.
You look good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Bears also.
There we go, man.
Yep.
All right, you heard it here first.
Yep.
All right, next game, Buffalo at Cleveland. You guys know Shador's my guy. But right now in Cleveland, it's just not looking great. They got like 10 starters out. It looks bad. I'm praying that Shador can just stay upright and make something happen, but faith is low. So we're gonna go Buffalo.
Yeah, we're definitely going to go Buffalo. I will say I could see this game being a little bit closer than people think just because Cleveland does have a good defense. Myles Garrett is having one of the best seasons ever by
he's about to break the sack record.
Yeah, so I could see it being a little bit closer than people might think, but yeah, definitely got to go Buffalo.
Yeah, for sure. All right, LA, Dallas. I think this game's going to be close.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to lean LA. I think they're just a more disciplined team. Yeah. I think Harbaugh is just playing great football, throwback style football. Yeah. And Herbert looks pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Herbert also would have been an honorable mention on my list because I think he's
looked good this year for sure.
He's coming on.
I hate to keep copying you, but I do agree with that. I think the Chargers are gonna win. I think Dallas's offense has looked really good this year. They've had a couple weeks ago, people were talking about them about if they get in the playoffs, they're gonna be really dangerous. Beat the Eagles and the Chiefs, but I don't know. Like you said, I just think the Chargers have been playing all around football. They have a good quarterback who we trust in Herbert.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yep. Kansas City, Tennessee. This is going to be a sneaky game. First game, Chiefs have to play without Pat Mahomes in years. I think this is a great game for Cam Ward to have his welcome to the NFL moment and go where they at. Yeah, and have Kansas City coming to them and get a win at home.
Yeah.
I know they're not the Chiefs without Pat Mahomes, but they're still the Chiefs. Beat them. I'm going Tennessee.
I'm actually going to go with the Chiefs on this one.
Okay.
I know they just got kicked out of the playoffs, but just Andy Reid and having Andy Reid and having the winning culture they do, I think just because they're out of the playoffs, I don't think they're just going to totally step down and back off. I think they'll still be good, and obviously the Titans aren't the best team, so I'm going to go with Chiefs on this one.
Okay. Cincinnati at Miami. I'm going to take Cincinnati. Miami is a dumpster fire.
Yeah, enough said. Cincinnati there.
Yep, enough said. New York at New Orleans. I'm taking New Orleans. My brother told me to watch some Tyler Shuff tape. Apparently, he's been tearing it up a little bit. I watched a bit of his tape. He's been playing well. Kellen Moore, again, another great offensive mind.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's making something happen with Tyler Shuff.
For sure.
New York is a joke.
Yeah. I think you just summed it up there. I don't trust New York, and I'm going with the Saints.
At all. Minnesota at New York. This is going to be a sneaky game. We got two young QBs that are fighting to kind of get their feet under them in the NFL. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go New York. Yeah. I like Jackson Dart. Kid's got moxie. Kid balls. Yeah. I think he's gonna sneak out and get a tough win here. And even though it doesn't mean anything for New York, I think they have to show that, like, hey, we're still here and we're still fighting, and this is our QB going forward.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go with Minnesota. Okay. I will say that I totally agree. Jackson Dart is a beast. I like how he plays. I like his toughness a lot. And obviously, compared to J.J. McCarthy, I'd take Jackson Dart all day. I don't know. I just feel like Minnesota might have a all-around better team. I think it's gonna be close. It's a pick 'em, but I'm gonna go with Minnesota. Yeah.
Okay. Carolina, Tampa Bay. My gut wants me to go with Carolina, but I think the smart pick would be Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay too. They're coming off a really tough loss on Thursday Night Football last week against the Falcons. I think they're gonna fight back, and they're obviously playing. This is a big game for their division.
In Carolina too.
Yeah, in Carolina. So I like Baker. I think he's got a lot of fire in him. So I know he was really upset after their last loss. I think he'll come out play well.
And don't forget, he's going to a team that cut him. The Panthers cut him.
Yeah.
You know, Baker takes everything personal.
Absolutely. I love that too. I love that in a quarterback. He
takes everything personal.
Like
I love it.
Yeah,
Baker's tough. I think if Baker didn't hurt his shoulder again this year, I think he might be MVP.
I was gonna say early in the year, people were saying he was gonna be MVP, and he was playing. He was playing great.
High level.
Yeah.
All right.
I like Baker a lot for sure.
Jacksonville at Denver. Hey. Duval. Hey, I'm rocking with the Jags, man. Them boys looking good. T-Law finally putting together. And again, a QB that spreads the ball out.
Yeah, for sure.
He lost his best target in Travis Hunter, and they haven't missed a step.
Yeah.
I'm going Jags.
I'm going Denver.
Okay.
I really like Denver's defense. I feel like I just trust their defense a lot, all around, and all year Denver's offense hasn't always looked great, but they've at the end of the games or in the moments they needed to, they've done what they've needed to get wins. In Denver too, I'm gonna go with Denver. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Atlanta, Arizona. I'm going with Kirko. We're going Falcons. I think he's finally getting like Kyle Pitts rolling, and I think that's like a key in that offense. Is Kyle Pitts doing this thing?
For sure.
Kirko. Kirko bangs, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going Falcons too. Like I just said, they're coming off a big win against Tampa Bay, and they looked really good. Kyle Pitts had best game of his career, 3 touchdowns in that game. So like you said, I'm going with Falcons. Also, I just don't trust the Cardinals at all.
At all. They're another org that has to just get back on track.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Detroit. This is an important game for us Ravens fans.
This is big.
All right. Obviously, I'm taking Detroit.
Yeah.
I need you guys to handle business. Make things a bit easier for us to get in. But, I'm going Detroit. I think their offense is just way too high-powered to just stop.
Yeah, I agree.
Jahmyr Gibbs, offensive player of the year. No question.
Yeah, I'm going Detroit, too. I think that, like you said, their offense is good. And, I think maybe they haven't had as good of a year as they'd like, but they're definitely a dangerous team that you don't want to play like this time of year at all. So,
man.
I'm going Detroit also, and please do us a favor.
All right, Vegas at Houston. I'm taking the Texans. I think the Raiders are just a bad team other than Max Crosby.
Yeah, I agree. Just to expand on Houston a little bit, that's one team I would absolutely not want to play in the playoffs. Their defense is so good. Definitely Houston in this one, and I think that they are a sleeper this year, going into the postseason. Maybe they're not. I know people have been talking about them, but I just think that I respect their defense a lot. They've looked really good, and I feel like they're one of those teams that if C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins, the offense just like does what they need to do enough, then their defense is going to carry them home for the win. So
couldn't agree more, man. And I think like C.J. Stroud definitely isn't the guy that we thought he was.
Yeah.
But I think he's good enough for that team in Oregon to kind of get him where they got to go because that defense is serious.
For sure, absolutely.
Final game. Actually, no, we got two more. So 2 more. Second to last game. Ravens, Patriots. It's pretty easy here. Not much we got to talk about. Ravens.
Yeah, definitely Ravens. I will say I'm surprised that we're favored by 3 points. That's kind of surprising to me based off the fact that is New England 11-3, I would think.
Yeah.
And we're 7-7.
7-7, yeah.
But obviously, I'm always going with the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, the books can say one thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we're gonna win this game, man. Yeah. Like, I think we just know how important this game is, and I just pray that we've learned from all of our losses this year, and we're ready to just be the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I'm ready to see it. For sure.
Yeah, man. Losses turn to lessons.
Yep.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Final game. 49ers at the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to take the Niners. I think the Colts are just falling apart. Daniel Jones done. The QB is like 44, Phillip Rivers. I just don't think they're going to win the game.
Yeah, gotta go San Fran for sure. Colts have looked really bad the last couple of weeks. I will say I can't wait to watch Phillip Rivers on primetime because that was crazy seeing him out there last week. But yeah, I can't see.
I mean,
the Colts winning the game.
San Fran's only 5.5 favorites.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I wouldn't put anything on the Colts. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah.
Not doing it. Not doing it.
Gotta go San Fran, yeah.
Definitely. Good people. Well, we have come to the end of another great episode of BackTable Talk. I'm glad to have my boy on here. He'll be on here again soon, bringing some more great content. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you follow us on Instagram, okay, please hit that link in the bio and subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe, all right? Again, thank you. And let's go Ravens, man.
So go Ravens.